You know, it's a good day to be a Space Marine and Chaos Space Marine player. You know what? Actually, no, it's not true. It's good to be just an Imperium player who has access to Land Raiders. Because, we finally got a points nerf, or not nerf, points buff to the Land Raider. And you do not know how happy I am that the Land Raider and its variants across the Imperial and Chaos Space Marine factions just got points cost reduction, and I am so happy for it. Sure, did they get any other changes besides that? Did they get any additional abilities, ability reworks, or additional weapon profiles or adjustments? No, no, they didn't. But that's perfectly fine. I think overall, the fact that they're cheaper means that they're more appetizing and more appealing for certain armies, if not certain lists, to take. Now, yeah, it's still kind of bad because it means that for armies like Emperor's Children, they're really not incentivized to take it because of their army rule, and for like Death Guard, really you're only gonna be taking it if you're trying to transport, Terminators, which you technically wouldn't really need to, and if you're using Death Shrouds, you're just going to want to deep strike them. So like, oh well. But when you look at Space Marines, hey, the Land Raider Crusader for Black Temp, if you're using it for Black Templars, that's didn't see a points cost reduction, but it just means that now you can either take that or the standard Land Raider, and it just be like, okay, cool, I have options. Do I want a Land Raider that has nothing but bolters, or do I want one that has a freaking Godhammer las cannon, and it has two of them? Godhammer las cannons are cool. Unfortunately for me, las cannons don't like to hit or wound half the time. The pain of using weapons that hit hard but tend to not wound very often for reasons unknown. The Chaos Gods laugh at me and at all my attempts to do so. But in all seriousness, I do think that the Land Raider buff of having all the variants besides the Crusader be a little bit cheaper is a net positive. It doesn't make them absolutely stand out amazing and like, yes, I must run this. But overall, I'm not going to complain and I'm happy. And for armies like, Grey Knights and Emperor's Children, who don't have many ranged anti tank options, having some form of ranged anti tank is better than having no good ranged anti tank. Yeah, you're paying a points premium for it, especially for the Emperor's Children. You could just technically take a Mauler Fiend for anti tank. You just have to get into melee. And for Grey Knights, you could get away with using Dread Knights with Psy Cannons and the big Demon Hammers, and they'd be perfectly fine. But overall, I'm happy. This is definitely a shorter one. This is more of a victory lap. I'm just happy that Land Raiders got a buff. They really needed it. Now, if I had to be super extra pessimistic and or full of copium, I would say GW, please, for the sake of everything that's good and holy in the world, in the warp and in the Imperium, and all stretches of the galaxy, make Land Raiders cheaper, please. Reduce their points by like 10 to 20 more. 20 maximum. Please, GW, do it. Stop being afraid of making the Land Raider cheaper. You know you want to, especially since it's so freaking big. Can you imagine running 9 of those freaking things around? You wouldn't even be able to really fit them around corners and terrain all that well. Screw having infantry, just have nothing but Land Raiders and like some Tech Marines. I'm sure people have done it. They've done it with Dreadnoughts. I'm sure they'll do it with Land Raiders. That'd be really funny. Army of Angry Boxes. And yeah, with that, guys, that's the end of the video. So, hope you guys enjoyed my little Land Raider victory lap. I hope you guys feel relatively speaking the same way I do. But wherever you may find yourself, I hope you're having a great time. And if not, well, I hope things can turn around and really get better for you. But until the next time, guys, I'll see you next time. Peace.